there's a lot of baseball tonight. So let's get out of here quick.
All right. Who do the Yankees play?
Orioles. Maybe we can beat them today. I mean, yeah.
Every time we stream, they're playing the Orioles.
That's the meme right now. But ironically, Orioles are one of two teams that actually win a series against the Yankees. But Yankees are down bad right now, man. We've got Joey Gallo, Higashioka on the COVID IL. Josh Donaldson's kind of on COVID, kind of suspended. Chad Green, our most durable bullpen guy, is hurt. He needs Tommy John. Loizac is broken. Aroldis Chapman's broken. So it is a bad stretch here. But luckily, we got a big win cushion that hopefully hold us over. But yeah, whenever you lose an 8-inning Garrett Cole game, when he gets 11 Ks and Judge homers twice, when you lose that game, that hurts. That hurts. But what can you do?
Yeah.
But yeah, next year, every team plays every team. So this like 17 or 19 game division matchups won't happen anymore. So we don't get to beat up the Orioles every day. But the Orioles are starting to get better, so it's good timing.
What's the Yankees record against them this season?
We're winning the season tally, but we have lost one series. That was the first series against them. The Yankees have only lost like 11 games, maybe 12. I don't know.
My Giants are not doing too good, man. It's like a 5-game losing streak.
What happened to even your swag, bro? Remember that crap? Even your swag, bro. We're winning the championship. What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday, May 24th, 2022. I'm Gun, twitter.com/Gundacker, joined by the mad scientist, Josh, who went solo yesterday? What? On the main channel? What?
Broken mic.
Yeah, broken Wi-Fi. You were like chopping up at times. What are you gonna do?
It was a good process, though. We were on the right guys, except for our boy Struth.
Yeah, I mean, it was a blowout, right? Last night I was reading Twitter and there was like a lot of people, complaining about the blowouts and stuff. And I was like, we were saying this 2 weeks ago, bro. The product is so I want to say demoralizing as a better, but like really bad as a consumer, and it's extra unfortunate because I was so excited for this playoffs, thinking this was the first time ever where it just felt like it was wide open, right? Any team from either conference, was live, and it's just like every freaking series is blowout centric. I think I read like the average point differential is like 17, 18 or something like it's dumb, bro. It's dumb, but hopefully the finals get better.
People are still watching it. It's having some of its highest playoff ratings in a while.
I mean, what else we're gonna watch? There's nothing else on TV.
But it's been down. The playoffs have been down. Last couple of years due to COVID, the bubble, injuries. But I mean, and I think the Warriors, they're saying them playing well and being fan favorites kind of
Yeah.
raising the ratings back up for the playoffs.
Yeah,
So
it's like America's team, right? My homies that pretend to know sports but don't. They're Warriors fans, so it is. I'm happy for that. I definitely want to see the sport.
hey, yeah, more fans the better. I welcome bandwagon fans.
I just want a better product, bro. Even if I didn't have a piece of a dollar in. Oh man, I forgot to shut that door. Even if I didn't have any action in it, it's just like I want to be able to watch competitive basketball.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I mean, the Eastern Conference Finals, I think a lot of it's due to just the mismatch. I think you got the Celtics who could blow out the Heat at any given moment in every single game, but it comes down to self-motivation and playing defense, and they beat themselves, and like so it's really due for blowout potential, I feel like.
Yeah. Oh, we'll see what happens. Anyway, tonight, Mavericks and Warriors. Warriors have a chance to sweep them away and close this one out. We'll see how that goes. It is also Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Let me shut this door.
Yeah, what do we got so far?
So they went to the Twitter streets, did PrizePicks, and they offered Brunson, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic. Doncic about 60% of the votes. So the prop goes to PRA, rebounds, assists, and points, and the field voted his points down. So 28.5 points is going to be our Luka Doncic taco tonight. How do you feel about that?
It's fine. I mean, I think all Luka props are live, but I would have rather had a guy that I wouldn't have maybe considered playing like raw straight up, because I was going to play Luka no matter what, so it would have been an additional free square. But
yeah, I don't know. 60% though. I guess the field. It makes a lot of sense. But like you said, like if it was at 32, we'd probably still be on it. It's do or die for them. He's going to take over. So, but we've seen the field do worse. So when it comes to making these decisions, so we'll take it. We'll max it. Whatever. They also gave us a WNBA taco, which is a cool little segue to promote that you will be doing some WNBA content in the coming days to week. So if you are on your WNBA grind and you're studying the game film and the rotations there, Josh, how do you feel about Elena Delle Donne at 13.5 real points today?
is the taco still alive? I think it.
I don't
down.
know. Maybe it did.
Yeah.
I don't watch
now.
WNBA. But would you have taken that?
I mean, yeah, she's a sharpshooter, especially from three, and get hot from three. But, yeah, it's a tougher matchup against Atlanta. So
That's what I'm talking about, Josh. With that analysis, let's go. That's so stupid.
I'm gonna be on it, dude. Yeah, so I mean, I think going forward, like, I know you're gonna be busy with baseball and stuff, and I think the slates are kind of spread out. A lot of 1-game slates, but for like the 2 or 3-game slates, could do a live stream solo and just like build cards live and build our top props all together, kind of like we did yesterday for NBA.
Eric said they changed it to hockey now. All right, cool. Yeah. Do we get a baseball one day? Can I get a strikeout taco? Or baseball don't get no love? Jerks. Anyway. Hey, this stream's powered by RunDFS.com. You guys want to hang out with us, or me rather? Well, I don't know, us too. Josh hangs around sometimes. We've been doing free Discord voice chats lately as well, and it works out because like the baseball slate locks at 7 Eastern, which I usually hang out in the voice chat for 2 hours before that, and then like tonight with a Western, like a West Side. Game, this thing doesn't lock for another couple hours after the baseball slate locks, so maybe we could double dip between the discords. But if you guys want to play some baseball DFS, get in some of that, you can go to rundfs.com, get yourself a VIP membership. If you guys want to access to my prop projections, that's also in the rundfs.com stuff, and then remove that and just focus on the YouTube channel. If you guys want access to the just Josh's favorite picks, you can just become a channel member in the on the YouTube channel, and below this video, next to the like button, there's like a button that says join. You click on that, and then when you link your Discord to your YouTube, you'll open up access to these right here. In the last couple days, I've been able to drop my favorite baseball PrizePicks plays. So as often as I'm able to carve those out, I will gladly post those in the MLB. But Josh will also post the prop detector. So something for everybody on all different levels. If you are going above and beyond to support the channel, support what we're doing, we'll try and share some love there. With that said, the Discord itself, 100% completely free. There's a link in the description below. You click that, you get in there, and these cats are grinding literally everything. A lot of NBA chatter, baseball, WNBA chatter. You guys are crushing that. Esports is starting to light up a little bit more. So even if you are playing $5, $20, $30, I don't care what your bankroll is, we got room for you. No egos. Come have some fun, vibe out, and maybe you can offer some value, right? Maybe you're the type that's good at a specific sport, could use help elsewhere, and you just trade with the community, man. It's a really, really laid back group we got going here. No ego. So lots of fun. Let's open up the rundfs.com NBA VIP spreadsheet, and let's get ready to talk some props. I do want to shout out the chat, man. I feel like I'm a little late to show some love here. Shout out to the homies, Nate D, Corey, Lorenza, what up, AOD, what up, Eric, need more playoff pain, let's go. ECW in the chat says the series going to be extended. Josh, you think the Mavs take one game tonight?
I think so.
Okay. What up, Carlos? It's the biggest disappointment when games are over midway through the second quarter. Yeah, yes, agreed, Carlos. It just takes the sting out of it. Obviously, there are like big comebacks, like we saw in the Grizzlies and in the T-Wolves series, but it really is. The game's supposed to get more entertaining as you go on, or at least the perfect basketball game, not less entertaining. And it sucks, but hopefully it's not gonna have a negative effect over, and hopefully the finals live up. Like if we end up with Celtics and Warriors, I can see that be unstoppable force, movable object. Although I don't know, I might lean the Celtics, bro. I might lean the Celtics. Might do it.
Depends if they show up or not.
Yeah, right. What up, Ibsen? Gun, you're not doing baseball today? I've been killing it, man. Ibsen, I have been working on the new spreadsheet, right? Matter of fact, I'll show it to some of you guys. But the coding, I know the spreadsheet, like, it looks all fancy and nice and all that stuff, but coding that son of a gun takes time. And every year I recode it from scratch, like literally from the bottom. So here's the progress on it. So every night I've been staying up late, getting it coded. Now it looks a lot similar to what we had, obviously, but coding in the 2022 stats for all these pitchers. I tweaked the bomb detector a little bit, so the numbers are going to be about the same, but it's still going to, I feel like what I did cleaned it up a little bit, made it a little bit easier to understand. A pitch report, changed that up a little bit, also going to install a projection system, all that good stuff. So that's what I've been working on, and I've been using the man hours for coding that, and I'm a one-man show when it comes to that, and it's been taken away from some of my streaming hours, but I once that thing is ready to go, then it's a turnkey. It's super powerful. So once that's ready to go, and I'm hoping to soft launch it tomorrow, then we should definitely be able to have more consistent baseball streams on the channel, and then I might even try and get that daily PrizePicks video going as well. Although, like I said, those videos are kind of lower priority because they just don't generate as much clicks, as much views as a lot of the other content. So it is a self-proprietary or what do they call it? Sole proprietorship, where you gotta make some decisions, and sometimes they're tough. And I love doing open book research on the air, but I need those hours to help tighten up the coding. So maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday we'll get back in it full swing, but at the very least next Monday we'll be running and gunning on a regular schedule. What up, Steve Mitchell? Hope you're doing all right. Big Bino, what up, Bino? Well, he said, "What don't Josh know?" Yeah, Josh out here, he literally out here studying WNBA, man, I love that because, I don't like to pretend to know stuff. I hate when channels can like force. I don't know. Remember when COVID happened, bro? Like all these NBA touts turned into like, I don't know, CS:GO League of Legends touts, and they had no idea what they were talking about. I don't ever want that to be me, man. We're not gonna force it. So Josh gave him some time. Bought the subscription. Basketball's a universal language. He just had to, get in touch with the rosters, the rotation, stuff like that. So. He's about there. And a lot of you guys in the Discord have been crushing it too. What up, X Alley? Biggest D of the month. Yeah, that's Fish Fan. Connor Taco's live for the over. Is a Connor McDavid taco. Let's go. What up, Quinn? You're fire MLB props yesterday. Man, we've been running pretty good on the MLB props, and I've been super selective too. I'm not forcing it. 2 days ago, all I ended up with was a Rosarina and Jameson Taillon outs. Like, that was it. Nothing else I loved. And yesterday I was able to come up with like 4 or 5 things that smacked, right? What up, Emerson's? What up, Franklin? What up, Skimmer? Obi-Wan? Jordan in the chat. You're going to be at MLB Live before lock today? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure no. I think it's, I want to say, usually it's like Thursday and Saturday. It's usually only a couple days a week. But don't quote me. What up, Mikkel? Since you're doing it from scratch, can you share the code with subscribers or just me? Share the code? No, I can't do that. But I people have DM'd me and be like, hey, man, how do you create your home run model? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I'll tell you what's in it, but, I'm not going to give you my code. Come on, bro. Oh, man. So let's talk some props. Let's open up PrizePicks and let's get the board ready. So, The scene, if we could set the mood here, Game 4, 3-0 deficit, the Mavericks. What does that mean for us? Well, it means that there's no tomorrow if the Mavericks lose. So no matter what the scoreboard is, hypothetically, you would probably expect those Mavericks out there playing, right, Josh? Is that kind of our game plan here? So I think that's going to give us a lean to attacking a lot of those Mavericks for big minutes, for and potentially for overs. And even if this one blows out, unlike several other blowouts, we probably still get a pretty decent chunk of minutes. But it sounds like, some of us are expecting this game to stay a little bit closer, and I'm cool with that thought process as well. So knowing that, let's open up. You want to start with the Mavs or the Warriors?
Let's start with the Mavs.
All right, so knowing that, let's pull up the Mavericks board here. We don't have any big news to watch, at least not on the Mavs side, any news to watch. For the Warriors, we will talk about, Otto Porter's out, Iguodala and Gary Payton still out. But for the Mavs, it should be business as usual, and what we have seen from them minute-wise should be more of the norm here. We go look at that last game on the 22nd and look at that Mavs rotation. Luka played 40 minutes of basketball, 36 minutes on Jalen Brunson, 42 on Dorian Finney-Smith, 40 minutes on Reggie Bullock, and Spencer Dinwiddie 31. Those are the main players, right? The usual suspects that we probably go after. I might be ruffling some feathers when we bring up Dwight Powell and Maxi Kleber. I feel like those guys just might full on be eliminated. Is Maxi and Bam Adebayo's prison cell with you right now, or?
I mean, that dude, he's in his own prison cell in his own mind, man. He's scared. He's shook, man. He won't even shoot. He's so scared now and hesitant. So, yeah, I think he's washed.
What up, Mighty Saint? What up, Ricky Spanglers? What up, Randy? Hope you're doing all right. All right, so here's our PrizePicks board for the Mavericks. We got 33.5 points on Luka. Remember, we're going to get a taco on that. 9.5 rebounds, 7.5 assists, 3.5 3-pointers made. That assist number is interesting because I think you said that he had a really dumb amount of potential assists. 50.5 PRA on Luka, 58 fantasy points. I currently have Luka for 67. That's a lot. 7.5 free throws for Luka, 4 turnovers. might be out there. You need one turnover per 10 minutes, right? Jalen Brunson at 20.5 real points, 1.5 threes, 32 fantasy points, 27.5 PRA, 3 free throws on him. Dorian Finney-Smith, man, the apple of my eye. Why can't I quit you? 17.5 PRA. Once again, 40 minutes. 17. You need to be less than half a peripheral per minute. But he can't always be that guy, pal. Reggie Bullock on the board at 10.5 points, 2.5 threes. I feel like that might be something that would have to be competitive. And then Spencer Dinwiddie, you mentioned him on the first look video this morning, 13.5 points for him, 3 assists, 2 threes. Davis Bertans on the board for half a three. Josh, past Luka Doncic, and I guess talk to me about what you like for Luka, but past him, what do we get into on the Mavs? And I'll start working on the list here to get us going.
Yeah, I mean, they shot really, really bad that last home game, which is surprising because the way the playoffs have been going for the Mavs, and all season long, they've played so much better at home, and those role players shoot at a much higher percentage, especially from three, all season long at home. I mean, going back and look at that last game, they left potentially 13 points off the board with wide open good looks from three. So it's like 13 points they left off from 3-pointers, based on like a certain amount of feet distance from the next defender. So yeah, they just missed their shots. I think they shoot much better. Can only go up today. So I think they do shoot better today. So there's a couple scenarios that could happen. First, if the Mavs shoot really well and the Warriors are, gonna have to play from behind, Warriors are probably gonna take more threes, which could lead to more rebound opportunities for these Mavs guys, especially like long rebounds. So we could consider rebounds for sure on a lot of these guys, especially like Reggie and Finney. And then all their 3-point props are live again. I think I know they burned us last game, especially Reggie, and Maxey didn't hit one either. It was 0-5. But I could get back to Reggie. I know he's 0-10, but I mean that's due for bounce back. It has written all over it. He's gonna come out motivated. He said that the Mavs aren't gonna lose another game. So he's got to back that up. And so looking at across the entire playoffs so far, Reggie is leading by far in minutes played in the playoffs. So he's number 1 at 631 minutes, and Finney is number 2 at 610, and then Tatum is 3rd at 603. So Reggie's, he's playing crazy minutes, man. I will say that he fell down pretty hard trying to block Andrew Wiggins in the fourth quarter and fell really hard on his shoulder. He went to the bench in the locker room and then came back to the bench and had an ice pack on it. But he did return to the game and finished out the game, closed the game. I haven't read any reports if it's his non-shooting shoulder, so maybe it won't affect the shot, but yeah, it's something to consider. I would probably, I don't know. I mean, I would lean his like 10.5 points if you don't trust his 3-point shooting because he can get a mid-range shot going. But yeah, I like his 10.5 points and his 4 rebounds, like I said. And then for Finney, the 21 fantasy points for a guy who's going to play 45 plus minutes. I mean, in an elimination game, he's going to probably play majority of the game. So I think we can get on his 21 fantasy points. Hope he runs into some steals, and his 2 3-point made is in play too. So if I had to rank it, I'd probably rank his fantasy 1 just in case he only makes a couple threes and it pushes, and then his 3-point prop 2, and then
I have him for 33 fantasy points, by the way.
There you go. 45 minutes. I bet he plays 44 to 45 minutes if it stays competitive. And Dinwiddie's probably, besides Luka, one of my favorite plays, just based on watching that last game. I mean, he has to see what Dinwiddie brings, and he's got to give him more minutes. He can't just play him less than 30 minutes in an elimination game. I mean, Dinwiddie was attacking the basket. He was, besides Luka, he was the only one that looked confident shooting the ball from 3. All these other guys were so hesitant. They didn't know whether to shoot or pass because they were missing. But Dinwiddie did not hesitate. He pulled up right away on his three and was taking long threes too. And he was hitting them too. So I think kids got to play him more than just 30 minutes. 13.5 points is really low for a guy who's going to be attacking the basket. I mean, he was relentless that last game. He was just going at it, trying to draw fouls, and he was drawing fouls. And I expect the refs to favor the Mavs today, thinking that, extend the series and being a home team. That's probably the only prop I like the most for him, just due to his scoring potential.
Just straight up points.
Just straight up points because that last game, if he continues that strategy, because it was effective when he was out there, he didn't look to pass. I mean, he was just putting his head down and attacking the basket. So, I probably just want his points, his 13.5 points. He didn't really fill the stat line, and he hasn't much this series. So, I really like that prop. It's probably one of my favorites besides Luka props. And then Finney would probably come in behind him for his fantasy and 3-point made, and then I guess Bullock would be 3, and then Brunson. I mean, you expect a big game, and he was very aggressive attacking the basket. But yeah, his point prop is pretty high for him, for a guy who's going to be competing with Dinwiddie and Luka for shot volume, but he's right there behind Finney and Reggie for most minutes played. I think he's 4th in the entire playoffs behind Tatum in minutes played, and then entire playoffs. So yeah, I mean, he could definitely get hot. I think with how aggressive he's going to be, I think we can go with his 3 free throws if you want a lower line. Just let me check who the officials are today. That looking into this has really benefited us for free throw props.
Yeah, there was a lot of I was looking at the score yesterday. I missed the beginning of the first quarter of the Heat and Celtics because I was like, it's the beginning, it should be boring. And when I tuned in, it was like 18-1, and they were already in the bonus. I was like, well, Josh did say that there were some whistle-blowing freaks and calling that one. But what was that, a Scott Foster special?
It was.
Gotta love it.
He hasn't shown up in a while because he was like in COVID protocol, I think, right? So, the official is David Guthrie, and then the crew chief is Zach Zarba. So, I don't think there's too much history with them. Nothing crazy. But I mean, he's gonna keep attacking the basket, and the Warriors have really struggled to stop Brunson when he's driving, and they tend to foul him a lot when he's driving. Same with Dinwiddie and Luka, of course. So yeah, I like his free throws. And then I would say his PRA, because he's going to get boards and assists here if those other guys are making their threes. So I'd probably rank it 1 for him is 3 free throws made, and then 2 his 27.5 PRA. And then to finish off with Luka, fantasy is probably the way I'm going to go because I think he's just going to do it all. I don't want to just isolate one stat line for him in an elimination game, because I think he's gonna get the rebounds, especially if the Warriors are playing from behind and shooting threes. His assists should go up if our theory is right and the Mavs are making their 3-point shots. And yeah, he's gonna put up 30 plus points. So I'm probably just gonna throw a blanket and just go with this 58 fantasy points. I think you have him projected for almost 68 or 67. So that's a pretty good gap for that high of a number. If you weren't gonna go with his taco, the point taco, I would probably rank his fantasy point number 1. And yeah, I think there's a range of outcomes where the Warriors continue. So the Warriors were running towards the second half of the last game. They were running a lot of 2-3 zone and box and one. And the reason they're doing this is because they were trying to keep Luka and Brunson out from driving in and drawing those fouls. So basically trying to keep him out of the paint, because they just couldn't stop him. Every time they drove, they would either get a foul or Luka would get an easy layup. So Warriors are kind of forming that wall at the perimeter with the box and one or the 2-3 zone on Luka. And with that, I mean, that's really opens up shots for all the other guys. So I think it just shows the Warriors in that game, once it got second half and they saw how not confident the Mavs shooters were, they were like, screw it, we're gonna go we're gonna change up our defensive package and go to this zone defense. and not respect their 3-point shooting. And yeah, I mean, it worked out, but I think I think Steve is probably going to throw out different packages again today, and it just all depends on how the Mavs shooters are doing. If they're making all their shots, then you're probably going to see the zone packages go away and go back to just playing their normal ISO defense on them with help defense. So yeah, I think yeah, that's my theory. I don't think they're going to play zone today because I think these Mavs guys are going to shoot better. And if you want a fun prop to sweat for the Mavs, I think Bertans getting more minutes, especially with Maxey struggling and Maxey always getting in foul trouble too. It just needs 1 3. He's going to take probably 2 to 3 threes. Yeah, I mean that's what he's out there for. He's a in the past a known sharpshooter, but
Yeah, he used to be the best 3-point shooter in the league, man.
yeah. I mean it's 1 3. It's definitely a sweat because you're gonna probably get 10 plus minutes out of him. Yeah, probably 2 to 3 3-point attempts, but it's a low line.
So, looking at the last couple of games, now if we want to diversify a little bit, Luka Doncic plays the whole first quarter, every single second. If you think that the Mavs have to come out, make a statement right away, is there some merit in starting the party early and grabbing some Luka first half or even Luka first quarter props? And they have them at 9.5 real points in the first quarter. I would like fantasy points, but beggars can't be choosers. But his first half real points is at 16.5. PRA is at 25.5. That's for a first half. That's incredible. And then 29 fantasy points for him in the first half. I guess all those are kind of big enough where I just take the whole game. Do they ever offer anything but points for first quarter? No, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, dang.
Yeah, I mean the points. Yeah, that would be nice because he plays the entire first. I noticed that he's getting around 9 to 10 points a quarter every first quarter in the playoffs. So there's some variance to it, and I think it just depends on if the Mavs supporting cast are shooting well or not. Because if they're making their threes, he's gonna go to playmake mode and drive and dish it out to them. So you could get hooked or just miss.
Okay. Well, that's.
But I get it. I mean, I get it. I mean, if it just depends on what you think.
Yeah, no. I thought it was one of those things where later on, right before the game, they add fantasy points or something. But no, if it's just real points, I don't need to sweat that. So I'll take Luka full game. Let's cross-reference some of these lines with Underdog. If you guys are not on Underdog, it is just another site, kind of like PrizePicks. You can get some action on some player props. On PrizePicks you can flex and up to 10x. Well, on Underdog you can up to 20x if you hit a 5-pick card. So that's a lot of fun. Looking at what we're targeting for the Mavs to see if we get better lines. At least to bet the over, or better lines to bet the under. They have Luka a little bit higher on fantasy points. They have him at 59.6. So good sign that their projections at least like the over, so we can take the over on PrizePicks. They also have Luka at 4 threes. Jalen Brunson, we were thinking about his free throws or his 27.5 PRA. They have him at 28.5 PRA, so their line's more aggressive. Reggie Bullock, 2.5 threes, 4 rebounds. Those are linear to PrizePicks, so we can probably double down over there. Dorian Finney-Smith only has 10.5 points as his line, and then Spencer Dinwiddie, 13.5 points. So we can kind of make that 1-to-1 because we have his 13.5 as a small lean on PrizePicks as well. And then we're not going to be sweating any Claybot here. So no drastic differences, especially in a game where we are actually likely to lean some overs. Sometimes there's teams that run into like a Heat or a Celtics where we start digging the unders, or Grizzlies without Ja Morant, and then we can get better lines on the under on Underdog. But it looks like today is not going to be that case. So that's what we got over there. If you want to get some action on Underdog, there's a link in chat. Sign up using code GUNDACKER. They'll double your first deposit up to $100, so you can get double that bankroll right off the rip. No slow drip, no playthrough, none of that garbage. and get into the action, man. And if you do that and you're in the free Discord, hit myself up or Danny and let us know. Show us a screenshot or whatever you sign up using code GUNDACKER, and we'll actually give you just a cool little badge in Discord where it's the underdog badge. So it shows that you showed up, supported the community. You're a real one, an OG. Let's move things over to Josh's Golden State Warriors, the Dubs, the self-loathing Warriors fan himself. What do they got to do for you to believe, man? Josh thought that they would lose to the freaking Grizzlies, man.
Dude,
and I was
that was the toughest matchup for him.
It was
playoffs, in my opinion. Yeah.
We
were scared of them, as were all the Warriors fans here. The Memphis were the ones who knocked out the Warriors last year from the play-in.
From the play-in, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So there's beef. I'm saying that they know.
Yeah. No, I like the Grizzlies' attitude. I'm just saying, like, ye of little faith, bro. I get. My Yankees team could be like literally all AAA, and I'm like, we're going to war. God dang it, we got this. You're a scared fan, bro. You just have no confidence in your squad, man. I need you to nut up. All right, need you to nut up when y'all hit them Celtics in the finals, bro. I need you to know that you're gonna win. Represent.
I mean, I know we're gonna win the series now. Winning this game today, that I don't know. I think it depends if Charles Barkley comes out on a horse again with the Boban jersey.
That sentence is an incredible sentence.
We have here in the Bay, we have major beef with that guy because he hates us.
Yeah. San Antonio doesn't like him either. Trust me.
And the big reason I think is
they got a bunch of fat women down there.
Well, you know he's a gambling man like us, and he I think he's lost a lot of money betting against the Warriors, especially in that 2016 Rockets series. He said the Warriors win one game against them, and the Warriors ended up winning that series. So he was wrong all the way around. But yeah, he's held beef against us. But yeah, I mean, he's notorious for picking a team that ends up losing. So I hope he picks the Mavs tonight.
Do you? Because the alternative, let's say, the fan in us or you want the Warriors to win, right? But if the Warriors do win, what are you gonna do every other day until the finals? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a 7-day break versus a 5-day break if they have to play Game 5.
Yeah, and then.
You know that the Chase Center, the Warriors, they led the league on the season in ticket revenue. There was over like 4.5 million just out the gate.
I can see that. Warriors have had hype all year. Klay Thompson coming back.
You were talking like millions per game, especially playoff game. So I'm sure he would not mind another game in Chase Center.
Yeah. God dang, Sheriff. Yeah, Sheriff, I saw that, man. That's a god dang shame, man. It's a sad world out there.
What happened?
I don't want to get demonetized by saying the words, but there was an American special down here, but it was an elementary school too, which is the craziest. Yeah, chat. So on that note, if you guys wouldn't mind, hit that thumbs up. Good God, Sheriff. But yeah, I hope everyone down there is safe, man. Hit that thumbs up, chat. We're at over 160 viewers, 30 likes, man. If we can get to 100 likes, that would be pretty doggone special. Maybe, just maybe, as a celebration for 100 likes, we'll post some free picks in the Discord. I'll definitely post my favorite baseball picks in the free Discord if we get to 100 likes. So keep smacking that like button and showing some love. Nah, Sheriff, I get you, bro. It ain't. There's more important things out there than us playing player props, but it's a god dang shame, you know. The transition, like, how do I transition away from that? That's unfortunate. Awkward. I need to cut to a commercial break. Flip over to the PrizePicks promo. Warriors on the board here. Steph Curry, there's no real good way to do this. Steph Curry, 27.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 4 threes, 38.5 PRA on Steph, 42 fantasy points. I have Steph at 48 fantasy points, so slight lean On the over, 3 turnovers for Steph as well, 5 free throws. Klay Thompson on the board, pretty aggressive, 19.5 real points. That is something he has eclipsed just once in this series. 4.5 rebounds for him, 3 3-pointers, 30 fantasy points, 1 and a hook on the free throws. And then some of the X factors, right? There's Looney and then there's Wiggins. Wiggins, 16.5 points. He's been living at 15.5, so he didn't really get that big of a recency bias boost. 1.5 threes on him, 30 fantasy points for Andrew Wiggins. That's something he has done in each game of this series, and including the last game of that Memphis series. Something's clicked in him. You love to see it. Draymond, you mentioned him earlier, 5.5 assists versus his potential assists. Certainly one of the lowest lines we've seen on Draymond in a while. So this is definitely a hit rate special, right? Some of the lazier content out there just focus on hit rates. Well, this has a I guess would it be a 20% hit rate in the last 5 games. Bet the under. Well, the potential assist might tell a different story. 3 turnovers on Draymond as well. We know he can be pretty sloppy with the ball. And then Kevin Looney, Shaq-tastic voyage. Come along and ride on a Shaq-tastic voyage. Slide, slippity slide. 20.5 PRA. 26 fantasy points. And then Jordan Poole, 16.5 points off the bench. Half a steal. Josh, there's a lot to like here. There's some numbers that are lower than usual, and then there's some numbers that are a little bit higher. But like Wiggins, is 1 point really scaring you off him from this little stretch that he's on? That little dunk was pretty crazy. Let's start from the top though. Talk to me about Steph Curry. Is there anything on him you want to target? We've been going after those rebounds just about every game, and this is 2 teams that are going to chuck the 3, which creates those long rebounds off the iron. Last game pretty lopsided, but if this game stays a little bit more competitive, we probably get more threes down the stretch here in going into the fourth quarter. Hopefully, is 5.5 rebounds something you like on Curry? And then talk to me about Curry and the rest of this Warriors board.
Yeah, probably just it's gonna depend on the game script. I'm gonna play cards based on 2 different scenarios. One scenario being that, like I said, the Mavs shoot a lot better from 3. They get hype from the home crowd and just kind of build a large lead. And that would mean that the Warriors are going to have to try to match those 3-pointers with 3-pointers themselves. And Steph said after the last game that, he knows like the Warriors are playing with house money today and all the pressure's on the Mavs. So I think the Warriors are going to play with a little more risk, and maybe be more attack mode early on to try to get a big lead early on. So that can lead to more turnovers for guys like Steph and Dre, trying to force the issue, maybe trying to force plays. And I also think it's just going to be more 3-point shots going up for Steph and Klay. So I wish Steph was back down to 3.5 for his 3-point made, but since he's been shooting much better from 3 in this series, it's back up to 4. Yeah, that's high. I think it has potential to most likely push. But yeah, so back to the scenario. If the Mavs are making the shots and they get a big lead, and then we think it could potentially get carried away by the fourth quarter, I like Steph's first half props. He's been really efficient in the first half, and like I said, I think he's gonna come out aggressive and try to. I think the Warriors are gonna try to establish an early lead and get hot early to see if they can try to put him away. So I would consider Steph's 19.5 PRA first half or his 21 fantasy points. And that way, it also accounts for potential blowout if he doesn't touch the court in the fourth quarter. But it also accounts for if the Warriors just, like I said, come out hot, and it fits the game script even if the Warriors win too. And then, yeah, his rebounds are in play because, like I said, I think the Mavs are going to take a lot of threes. The Warriors are going to be taking a lot of threes in this matchup, and he's going to get those long rebounds. And then I think we, like I said, consider his turnovers. So if we had to rank him, I would probably go his rebounds 1, first half 2, and his turnovers 3. And then for Wiggins, man, he's been so crucial in huge in this series and play all the playoffs, all the series. So, yeah, I think his rebounds are live because I think, like I said, I think the Warriors are going to take a lot of threes today, especially if they need to match the Mavs. And he's really good at offensive rebounding. So I think he can get a lot of his boards on the offensive glass. So even though it's up from 5.5 to 6, I still can get on it. The Mavs are just getting completely destroyed on the glass in this series, and I don't see that changing much. Maybe if the Mavs are playing with a little more effort and energy, because a lot of rebounding is you gotta want it and get it. But a lot of times it's just due to lack of matchup and personnel. So I probably rank that 1 for him. And then if you want a low line for him, I think the 1.5 threes in play should take 5 to 6 threes. So he's been shooting really well from 3 in this series. And Draymond, yeah, that 5.5 assists I like a lot because, like I said, I think the Warriors are going to be matching the 3-point shooting of the Mavs, and Draymond thrives on setting up guys for open 3-point shots. And last game he had 17 potential assists, which is triple of his assist prop at 5.5.
That's insane.
Yeah. He's every single game he has at least over 10 potential assists, usually around 15. So it's just a matter of if the Warriors guys can make their threes. But yeah, I like that. And then second for him would be his 3 turnovers because, like I said, I think he's going to be super aggressive and push the envelope and try to put the Mavs away. And when he does that, when he dribbles down the court as fast as he can and pushes it, he tends to turn it over. So I like his 3 turnovers. And then Looney, another crucial piece in this series. Man, I mean, I think if you watch him when has the ball at the top, when they pass it off to him on a pick and roll or just resetting the offense, like his playmaking is definitely underrated. He makes some great passes. And actually, he's been third in number of passes on the Warriors. He's just behind Steph and Draymond in number of passes, and then he's averaging about 4 to 6 potential assists. So if you want a low line for him, that 2.5 assists, it definitely makes sense. Just his role and the amount of minutes he's playing out there. And he really sets up the offense, and he finds those cutters like Wiggins cutting to the basket. And then he also, when he gets those offensive rebounds and kicks out to the 3-point shooters, he gets assists that way too. So it's not just offensive glass or offensive rebounds, but it's also design pick and roll plays or him just resetting the offense and setting up others. So I could get behind that as a low number. And then his rebounds are always in play because the effort's going to be there. He's going to crash the offensive glass, and he could rack up, multiple offensive rebounds in just a quarter, or a single possession. So it's juiced now. We started at 4.5, went up to 7, 7.5. Now we're all the way up to 9.5. But he's shown that he's aggressive on the glass and efficient. So it makes sense. And especially if the Warriors are missing a lot of their 3-point shots and just shots in general, trying to respond to the Mavs, like he could definitely get there with his offensive rebounding, just like Wiggins. And then Poole, he's it's a bad series for him so far. Besides that one game, he only took 4 shots last game, and a big reason I think is just I think Steve and the Warriors have isolated, identified how much Wiggins is a mismatch for the Mavs, and no one can stop him. So like Wiggins is pretty much dominating the shot volume besides Steph and Clay, and as a result, Poole is taking a back seat. But if the Mavs try to adjust and throw some doubles on Wiggins or try to stop him somehow, I mean, it's going to open things up for Poole. But yeah, I mean, that scares me that he only had four attempts, and then he had 4 fouls too. He kept fouling Brunson and Dinwiddie. Like I said, every time they drove to basket, Poole was picking up fouls because he's not the best defender. So I might hold off on him. If you want a low line, his 0.5 steals could be in play, and his 2 3-point made. Those are probably the 2 I would consider, and just hope he can get hot from 3. If all the other guys are struggling with their 3-point shot today.
All right. So what's different about this game than that wasn't the same last game? Otto Porter Jr. He contributed 6.5, almost 7 minutes. In that last game before going down. When he went down, immediately Juan Toscano Anderson came in for a couple of minutes, 5 to be exact, in the second quarter. Did not return to the game for the rest of the game. And then we saw some Moses Moody in the mix. He played alongside Otto in that second quarter. And then they closed out with Wiggins, Draymond, Clay, Steph, and Jordan Poole. They went death squad to finish it off and didn't use Looney there in the crunch here. So I guess what I want to get your thoughts on is Otto Porter, probably more of a 20-plus minute guy and can contribute. And I think it's kind of a loose bump to really all these guys that we talked about, Wiggins, Looney, Draymond specifically. But is there any dark horses that this would negatively impact or more positively impact him than maybe we're not giving credit for without Otto Porter in the mix? Because he is a pretty efficient guy when he's on the court for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think if anything, it lowers probably Steph's assist potential. He gets a lot of his assists through Otto's 3-pointers, and Otto's one of the better 3-point shooters on the team. And I think it also affects rebounding potential. Otto's all year long has been a terrific rebounder, one of the best on the team. So with him out, that just increases rebound potential for Wiggins. I think will take a big boost because Otto would soak up a lot of rebounds, and it probably helps Steph too with rebounding because Steph, his minutes overlapped a lot with Otto in this series. So yeah, I mean, I think it maybe a couple more 3-point attempts could go around because Otto, would take a handful of threes a game, especially if he started making them. I presume that Steve goes to Moses Moody just because he's a good wing defender, and he does have 3-point upside, especially with that wing corner 3. He hasn't been shooting that well lately from 3, but he's a young rook, so maybe it just takes one to go in. He can get hot, but I think he's just mainly going to be out there for defense. And then I think maybe if the Warriors are struggling on offense and they're trailing from behind, we could see Kuminga get some minutes. And then or if they need a defensive stop, they would throw JTA out there like they did in that second quarter for that small stint. But yeah, I think that's probably. I think with Otto being out and Moses being out there, and he's not going to drive. He's not going to be a ball hog or shoot a lot. So I think it just opens up more shot volume for all the main guys, core guys.
All right. Well, I guess we can recap. We are at over 170 viewers, 51 likes. 100 likes would be lit. And also, if you're out there watching and you're not subscribed to the channel, man, hit that sub button. We're trying to get to 8K. I would love to get to 8K before it's all said and done and we wait around until football season. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we're about 330 away from that. So if you guys want to make that happen, remember, even though NBA will be moving on, we still got WNBA content coming. So and I've said this before, the main reason I stopped caring about WNBA is because when it first debuted, it was on the DFS sites, DraftKings, FanDuel. Man, I went all in, bro. I bought the league pass, I made spreadsheets, I made projections, and then the money just kind of disappeared in the tournaments. But the money's the literal same in these prop betting sites like PrizePicks and Underdog, because the payout scale is linear. So maybe it's a little bit more fruitful here. And I see you got the boys in the free Discord. And if you're not in the free Discord, link in the description below. The boys in the free Discord love it, man. You guys are chopping that up. Now every day isn't a full slate or anything like that, but I think today is. So seeing you guys going in on it is pretty inspiring. If you guys want to tail some of this stuff, it's looking like cats are sharing their cards and their tacos and their picks and all that good stuff in the WNBA channel. But we got something for everybody. So make sure you're in that free Discord and make sure you're keeping an eye on the WNBA content coming. And the best way to do that is hit that sub button. Of course, I'll bring back the baseball streams pretty soon as well. So let's recap what we got. while the best YouTube chat in all of the world hits the thumbs up. So after talking through these games with you, I've made some notes. By the way, when we close the show, are you opening packs?
Yeah, I got some new ones.
Okay, so
and I got WNBA too because it's a fun slate for WNBA.
All right, so if you guys are looking forward to that, we'll open some packs. But if you get out of here before that, I forgive you, but I don't like you. I love you. I'm just kidding. Mavs, we got Reggie Bullock over 10.5 points or 4 rebounds. Dorian Finney-Smith over 21 fantasy points or 2 threes. Spencer Dinwiddie over 13.5 real points. Jalen Brunson 3 free throws made or 27.5 PRA. Luka Doncic over 58 fantasy points. And also remember there's going to be a taco on his real points. The Warriors side jotted down Steph Curry 5.5 rebounds. First half fantasy points or PRA. And his full game turnovers. Andrew Wiggins over 6 rebounds or 1.5 threes. Draymond Green over 5.5 assists or 3 turnovers. Kevin Looney 2.5 assists or 9.5 rebounds. And then Jordan Poole over half a steal. And before I ask you for missing any, what's that?
I was just gonna say I forgot a Poole prop. We have known this all season long. It's kind of been a rule of ours. Like under on Poole's first half and over on his second half. He's a guy that really comes out cold, and he does not play well in the first half.
You know what I was going to say that correlates. I was kind of thinking along the same lines, but that does correlate with what I was thinking on Looney, because Looney didn't close that fourth quarter in lieu of Jordan Poole. So maybe reverse it, but I don't want to bet unders on Looney because he's literally shattered.
Because he can be really efficient at third quarter. I would say under on Poole's points or PRA. His points are pretty low now, 8.5. I liked it when it was at 9.5 for the first half, but his first half 11.5 PRA. You could consider going under on that. He tends to really struggle in the first half, and then if you want to throw a little first half correlation card, I think Reggie Bullock is going to come out aggressive and mad because there's a lot of hate out there on the social media, and I think he's going to play hard. So I think he's going to right out the gate try to go off, and so his first half 10 fantasy points is another first half prop you could consider.
Looking at underdog for the Warriors props, see if anything is 1-1 here. We got Steph Curry at 5.5 rebounds, so that's the same line that we're going after there. They have him at 38.5 PRA and also 4 threes. I know he's on some hellacious record with consecutive threes in the playoffs. We got Wiggins at 23.5 points and rebounds, 6.5 rebounds. So they're actually giving a hook on Wiggins over there. So we get a little bit of a softer landing on PrizePicks if it pushes. They also have Wiggins at 16.5 points. Draymond, his assist line over there is 6, so we're at 5.5, so we're getting a little bit more value in the PrizePicks line. So it does look like through and through we're getting more value on the PrizePicks lines. And then just out of a reference, what is Draymond's fantasy? Draymond's 28 fantasy on PrizePicks, and they got him at 29, almost 29.5 on underdog. So yeah, it looks like that's the theme here is underdog's going to tax us a little bit more. So if you are into some unders, take it on underdog. And then somebody in chat asked if we liked any rivals on underdog. So let me look at that real quick. Kevin Looney plus 22.5 points and assists versus Steph Curry. I probably don't want to jump onto that, but Looney, a big rebound guy. You're taking the rebounds out of his goodness here, so maybe. Steph Curry versus Luka straight up for PRA. Well, not straight up, 12.5 plus 12.5 on Steph Curry's side. Points and assists for Draymond versus Poole. Draymond plus 6. Nothing really screaming at me. Luka versus Steph Curry straight up for 3-pointers made. That's a fun one.
I get Luka.
You like Luka straight up for more threes? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Kevin Looney versus Luka Doncic rebounds straight up. What do you think?
That's right on the edge because Luka his spike games are usually like 11, and then Looney's, he's been getting around 12, 10 to 12, so that's right there.
All right. Well, they're gonna give the hook to Luca, but that is a fun one. Their rivals are usually really, really tough. Really tough. I do like it better in the regular season when it's a little bit more of a broad board. But yeah. Let's see. Spencer Dinwiddie, PRA versus Jordan Poole. That's a fun one, especially with Dinwiddie getting plus 3.5. I have half of mine to lean Dinwiddie there, but yeah, the rivals were pretty tough today. But there's a couple. Anyway, that is our list here. So if you guys want to circle back later when Josh tightens it up closer to game time, if you are a channel member of the YouTube here, make sure you link your Discord account with your YouTube account, and this is going to unlock these channels right here. And then when I get my list of what I like for baseball, I'll share it. If you guys do get to 100 likes, I'll put it in the free chat as well. Looks like we're going to be 40 off of that. We're 40 off of that now. So if you guys start smacking that like button, maybe we'll get there. I'll look back after the stream and see if it gets there. But I'll post that in the free channel, but also a little bit easier to find in the YouTube channel member. And then you guys flooding in here. Shout out to Vado, Piggy, Prince Prince Lightskin up in here, Judah jumped in here, Just McMatty G. You guys are awesome. We're almost 600 700. It might get to 1,000 pretty soon.
So what's the before you open the packs, what's the gun special? Will you stick him with Finney, your boy?
The gun special for this slate. Oh, see, you just be writing my name on anything these days, I notice. Like, I don't actually be involved in these gun specials anymore.
Out of fun.
Josh finds his least confident pick and puts my name on it. So
I'm confident in Finney today, although this has been a really rough series for him, but I'm confident on him. Just need a minute.
I'll go Draymond assist.
I like it. That's my third favorite.
All right,
I like it. My favorite would be Luca's fantasy and Dinwiddie's 13.5 points.
Doug says, is there any chance your spirit animal Boban gets in the game gun? It's the only change left for Dallas to make. I think Boban gets like 2 minutes if it's a blowout, and they just want him to have some playoff minutes for, I don't know, for the crowd or something. But I can't really see him being part of this because defensively you just run by him as you go down the court. But yeah, I don't know. I don't expect him to be in it. I think this is a super small ball matchup, and just there's a time and place for Boban, and I don't think this is it unless it's a blowout. All right, so that's our picks here. So, chat, if you're getting out of here, I appreciate you. We're going to stick around and open some packs before I get into the RunDFS.com VIP voice chat to chop up the baseball slate. Let's big screen you and let's see how fast you can.
Yeah, let me switch my.
What do we got, by the way? We got NBA and WNBA.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And there's special packs too.
Special pack. So, chat, if you're into narratives, this is like a tarot card reading for gamblers. If any of the props that we just discussed have a card pulled here, then that's fate telling us there's no way it can fail. That's science.
It's really blurry, but oh well.
Everything's so blurry. All right, what is that? An all-star pack? Yeah.
This is an illusion pack.
Illusion.
All right, Lou Williams.
All right. His girl got a girlfriend. Deserves a card. Yep.
Bobby Portis.
Okay. Irrelevant. Yep. Wait. Did he play with anybody? We can start connecting players to. No.
Oh, look at that. Draymond Green, rookie reflection.
Oh, 5.5 assists, gun special.
There you go.
Wait, what? Wait, what's on the bottom there? Oh,
it's a rookie reflection, so it has Jayshawn Tate.
So, are they trying to compare Jayshawn Tate to Draymond Green?
So.
That makes no sense to me.
And then Ayton.
Okay.
And. Oh, Tillman. Rest in peace.
Wow.
Let's open up this one. And then I got a I got an old pack because I bought a whole box of 1994 Fleer.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun to open up one of those. Hey, friend of the program.
So unopened 94. Devontae Graham started to look good in the moonlight. Let's go, Devontae.
Our first half point per dude.
Yeah, when you show him to the camera, I'm basically seeing the bottom half of a card. Was that Cody
Okay.
Zeller? Okay, back-to-back Hornets. Let's go.
Here, I know how to fix it. Okay.
It's alright. It's not that big of a deal, but.
Delhi.
Steph Curry stopper. All Steph Curry unders.
Oh, look at this. We got a rookie fast PP.
Okay, let's go.
And then a rookie Kenyon Martin.
All right, Kenyon Martin Jr.
Let's open this, and then we'll open the WNBA.
Wait, so that pack only had like 5 cards?
Yeah.
See, back in my day.
So this is the package. So that's 90, 94, 95, which sucks because that's when Michael Jordan was playing baseball.
94, 95 unopened. When that was printed,
Ooh.
it has not been unsealed until this moment.
Muggsy
Bogues, let's go.
You know how tall that dude is? He's 5'3", man. Shortest guy to ever play.
There's a lot of Charlotte Hornets.
Your boy,
well,
guy.
I guess that's not
Your boy.
Josh, you better put that card away, Josh. That's gonna be very valuable. Okay, I'll sign it for you. Austin, bring me a Sharpie. Tim Hardaway, let's go. Junior.
Warriors legend.
Yeah, but, hey, okay.
Del Curry.
Okay. All right.
There's some connection.
Tim Hardaway's son, not active, but he's on the team technically. Yep. Del Curry. All right.
Oh.
Those are fun.
Indiana legend Bobby Hurley.
All right. I know who that is.
Oh, fan favorite. Christian Laettner. Most hated guy in NBA.
I hate Christian Laettner.
Oh, we got another dad.
Gary Payton. Wow, there's a lot of.
Too bad GP2 is not playing.
Right? Him and Tim Hardaway Jr. just chilling.
And we got a special Dennis Rodman card.
Oh, that's sick.
And that would mean Kevon Looney, rebound machine.
Okay. Yeah, sure. That makes sense.
All right, WNBA. Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Can you read can you see out the players' names?
When you hold them up, I do see them, but I don't know these. Wait, are you talking about? Do you want me to read the names? That's not.
We got Natasha Howard.
Okay, it looks like a dude. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
We're gonna delete this.
Yeah, I didn't mean it like that. Came out way worse than. God dang it! I'm sorry.
Dantas.
Natasha. All right, no idea who that is. So it. Are these ladies on the WNBA slate tonight?
Yeah, they are. Both of them are.
Okay. Parker says that Hardaway card might be a rookie. Might double check that. Okay. Odyssey Sims.
And for the special card, it is.
I don't know. I can't read it. Behind the back, looking like a globetrotter. Gondrezic. Kaiser. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Play them if you're feeling good about them.
Yeah, if they're on the slate. My bad. I'm sorry, Natasha. It just slipped.
Yeah, we're gonna have to delete.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's just rude. I don't know why my mind said that. I don't know why. I literally feel bad. All right. So that's our little pack opening chat. I'm literally sorry. I have to find like her on Twitter and follow her just for. What up, Suave? Hey, Gun, do y'all collect NBA Top Shot? I was in Top Shot like when it was a thing. I made like 4,000 or 5,000 and got out. I don't do it anymore. Had that Rodman years ago, says Lorenza. That's a cool little looking Rodman card. Gonna need that MLB spreadsheet show over. Yeah, we gotta head over. I gotta get to work on some baseball, guys. It's been a lot of fun. This game isn't for another couple hours, so definitely jump in the free Discord. Link to that's in the description below, and the boys will be chopping it up, right? So I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate your time, making part of my day be part of your day. Look out for Josh. You doing a video in the morning or no?
Yes.
All right. Well, look out for that.
It's our favorite. It's our favorite series and team.
Twitter.com/Gundacker. You got anything else for me, man? I love you guys. Good luck. God bless. Go win some money. Dude, I feel so bad. I just blurted out that she looked like a dude, and that's so mean. Why would I say that?
God
dang it.
It's just a slip. We might have to delete. Are you able to delete
I don't. I didn't. When I said it, I didn't even mean it like if you would have opened all those other cards and then showed me that one, I would have just thought it was a dude. God dang it! I have a lot of conviction about that.
Yeah. So you're not able to delete a segment?
Nah, I don't think it's that big of it. I'm not gonna get canceled for it, but I just definitely feel bad for it. Anyway, I'm gonna get into the baseball chat.
All right,
I'll catch you later. I'm gonna go pray for forgiveness. God dang it.